3:30 p.m. We are stopped outside of Bristol, um, Virginia, on our way to Knoxville, Tennessee. Um, just trying to touch base on what we did today. I went through two BC 5070 New Holland balers. One was at the location I was at in Westminster, and then we had to travel probably, I don't know, 20 minutes, 30 minutes away to the other BC 5070 that he just purchased. And customer kind of went over with a few things with me. He loves the New Holland BC 5070s. They're probably, let's say, 2013s. Maybe the other one was like a 2017, 18. Both great looking balers. They needed chain adjustments and simple things like that. We also went over the spring on the trip dog, on the trip paw of the New Hollands, and I showed him the common issue with it, which he understood and was going to fix that as well. So, but anyways, if anybody's got any questions, I'm taking questions tonight. Gentleman ran a Massey quite a while. He had probably 500,000 bales on it. Was not overly impressed with the machine. Said if I remember correctly, the last 3 years he put 500 shear pins in it. Just wouldn't handle the capacity. And he says the New Holland BC 5070s handle a lot more windrow, a lot faster. So he's running Kuhn accumulators, 2 of them, and he's doing like 30 to 40,000 bales a year. So sells a lot to horse customers. And I heard an interesting thing today. He said he bought a lot of alfalfa hay, buys a lot, and there's few barons in his area, and he says yet to see almost every load he gets, the center bales in the 21 bale pack are musty or dusty. So we've also ran into that up in our neck of the woods. Another advantage that the Arcusin has is that you're doing 14 bales bundled together instead of 21. So if some of the bales are kind of high or damp, you don't end up with that musting and dusting problem unless you're pouring a lot of applicant to the hay. But that also raises your cost up quite a bit as well. He seems like the New Hollands. He's going to talk to Patch Hendricks about putting some bale skis in them. They don't have them in now, but he's going to be running 2 of them this year, BC 5070s. So he wasn't a big fan of the Massey. Said that it went through a lot of shear pins. Had dealer out a couple times. Judging by some of the way he talked, he rakes some pretty monster windrows for his inline baler, which, I mean, my experience up north is they don't like huge windrows. When they plug, they're not fun to unplug, guys. So, anyways, taking your questions tonight. If you got anyone you want to ask, Rachel's on right now. She's watching the other tablet. Like I said, we're probably 35 miles outside Bristol on the north side of it. We're heading to Knoxville, Tennessee. We'll be there for a couple days. Then we're heading to Kings Mountain, North Carolina to do balers this weekend into the first part of next week. Anywhere's in that area, guys, if you need me to come out, you got to get a hold of Rachel at 607-846-5959. Or if you message her right now, she will see your messages, and she'll take down your name, whatever telephone number you give, or an email address, and she'll get a hold of you and get you on the list. This will probably be my only tour this year, unless my boss, Mr. Barber, allows me to do another one. So if there is another one, it'll be late in the fall again. Any questions, Rachel?
What area are you in now?
Just north of Bristol, Virginia. So I'm on my way to Knoxville, Tennessee. 35 miles, I think. We're at a Petro right now. We're camped out for the night. So my daughter's making noises. Well, any questions, guys? Like I said, the one baler, the one BC 5070 that he purchased, the guy said that you might want to have it checked over. Well, I checked it over. It was out of time. A couple teeth. Someone had replaced the plunger stop cable, and it was out of adjustment. We readjusted that. I adjusted the tucker finger on it, and we didn't run any hay through it. He felt confident in it, so I really don't like doing that, but we did it anyways. But he just bought the baler, so he wasn't too concerned. But his baler, we did some adjustments, found a couple things. Most of the chains were out of adjustment. His main baler was in time perfectly. Just chains were stretched a little bit, and I just went through and maintenanced them. I actually posted the video earlier today, guys, on there explaining some of the stuff I ran into on it. I did find something that I didn't get on the video. One of the cotter pins on the tucker finger control shaft was out, and the tucker finger control shaft wasn't quite lined up, and it was like riding on the very edge of the paw that drives it. Is on the very edge of the roller. So once I put that other cotter pin back in and use a washer or two, and we got it lined up, squared right up good, straight. Has anybody got any questions? But like I said, my location tonight, guys, is I'm about 30 or 35 miles north of Bristol, Virginia. I'm on 81, heading to Knoxville, Tennessee, and then this coming weekend, probably, I'm gonna say probably Friday morning or Thursday night, I'll be heading to Kings Mountain, North Carolina for the weekend. Spend my weekend working on balers down there. And across Tennessee. Right now, we might be going to Kentucky. If anybody up there in Kentucky wants to hit us up. If you're in Ohio, you're going to have to wait till we're coming back, because I don't want to go up the north and south and then north again. Kind of trying to do dip down, dip up a little bit, and then dip back down. I got some gentlemen in Mississippi. I think it's outside Laurel, Mississippi. So there's 2 gentlemen in that area. If you want to get on there, your mileage will be cheaper now than it ever will be for that area. So
yeah.
Greg is there? Okay. Hey, Greg.
The one in Kentucky we've been trying to figure out.
I guess you and Rachel said. Hey, Ross, why don't you come down and visit me, buddy? You're not that far away.
You can keep it too.
Yeah, Rachel said you can keep it. It's pretty cold here tonight, guys. It's 32.
But there's no snow.
So, but there's no snow. That's a plus. Anybody got any other questions? But it's just interesting to hear a guy that buys hay, a lot of hay. Throw a lot of concerns out there about the Baron bundles. He says the ones he gets from Canada, he's never gotten any moldy bundles from up there, but he said you can also tell they're using a lot of applicants, so a lot of buffered acid. So definitely helps preserve the hay, but so
that's why we like the Arcus.
You know, the Arcusin definitely got an advantage on that. Bale size doesn't matter much for the Arcusin, so. We talked about that a little bit today. Shout out to Antietam Tractor. You need to get that gentleman, get a hold of me. You need to get a gentleman out a demo of an Arcusin. Like I said, you definitely got a customer right there, and he's definitely in your territory. I don't know if Patch Hendricks is on tonight or not. Grabbing me out of my fridge, guys. My Cherry Coke Zero. So, anybody got any questions?
Greg says, what's the new baler that does 4 small squares at once?
You mean 2 small squares at once. That's the twin pack. Can't remember the gentleman's name that does that. He's associated with John Deere, I think. And it's a baler that's kind of a medium-sized square baler that cranks out 2 small square bales as you're baling the field at the same time, versus running 2 separate small square balers. You're running 1 medium baler and you're making 2 separate small squares. So it's a twin pack. I can't remember the name of it. Jason Grady, I think, is the name that comes to mind. So
The buyer said it was $80,000, but I forgot the name.
Yeah, no doubt. Nothing's cheap, guys. Heck, New Holland 275. Rumors are, gentleman today told me that he got priced out at $45,000 for that. Kind of few options on it, not a lot. Bare bones was 43,000. So and that's a small square baler. So yeah, nothing surprises me anymore, guys, with the price of stuff. So
Somebody might want us to go to Montana.
what's that?
The Facebook post I just put up.
Oh.
Are you coming to Montana?
Somebody just asked us if we're going to Montana. I guess so. If you want to cover my fuel travel time to go there, that's fine. I will go.
That's not on YouTube. That's on Facebook.
Oh, it's on Facebook. Rachel said it's on Facebook. So, did you post the link, Rachel? You should.
This one?
Yeah, the live feed. Did you post it on?
Yeah, I already did that.
On Hey Baler Nation and the Hey Baler discussion.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the first thing I do.
Any other questions, guys? Gonna keep the video kind of short tonight. When I get to bed, I'm gonna get up early. Unless somebody contacts me tonight, the video will be uploaded. Like I said, if you're in my path, this is your opportunity. If you want me to stop in and touch your baler, I did. Surprise today, guys! I did look at a really decent set of 77 New Holland balers in a shed. The guy pulled them up a while ago. I wasn't really interested. Went there now, and I'm looking at them, and these things have baled a lot of hay, but the motors still turn over, so it's amazing.
Ross said it's snowing there too. Brr face.
Oh, hi Ross. Hey Ross, I found you your 77 baler, buddy. Need you to go down and pick them up for me. So they're down in Virginia. The guy will help you get them loaded. The motors turn over. Balers look complete. One of them's got hydraulic bale tension on it. The other one don't. They got double chutes on them. They got hitches. They got about every option you could get on them for 77 balers. So, other than probably cleaning up the motors and getting the mags redone and stuff like that, I think they'd be ready to bale. Okay, Paul, no more of that, please.
Paul?
No more. So.
Listen.
Yeah, but not for this price, Ross. This is scrap price for these two, and they've been inside all their life. So they got a little bit of the paint's flaking off of them, but there's no rusted out. They just need to be run. They need to be cleaned up. Maybe some belts, new chains on them, and I was impressed. All the mechanisms on the knotters were free. So yeah, something you're not gonna find on that one in your area. So sometimes no pain, no gain, Ross. Has anybody else got any questions?
There's closer 77s. He doesn't want to go get them.
Not every quest is up to every man's challenge.
West, I go west.
It's south. It's warmer. You'll be out of snow, I guarantee it, Ross. Guarantee you will not see snow when you get these balers.
It was beautiful till the sun went down.
There's also a surprise baler there, too, at a reasonable price. But unless you're interested, guys, it's in the middle of Virginia, might as well say. The balers are really close. It's right off I-81, the Pink Cadillac Diner. I will tell you, these balers are close to that. So, for your hint of treasure hunting, there's a surprise baler there that is a newer generation, but it's a high-capacity one. It's covered up. It's underneath the shed. They're not asking a lot for it. So if you're interested, hit me up with a message here, Facebook Messenger, or to send a text to 607-846-5959. Shoot me a text there. If you're interested in that baler, I will hook you up with that. They gave a really reasonable price with it, guys. It does have a kicker for it. It's not on it. I don't know if everything's there for it to put the kicker on, but there is a kicker to go with it that's also in another shed. So there's also something else there, guys, inside the shed. For an IH collector, I cannot tell you what model it is because I couldn't find the tag, but it is complete. Looks like all the brackets, everything is there. It's an international 2-row mounted corn picker. It looks to be all there. I mean, it's real early one, but it looks complete. It doesn't look wore out at all. Not rotted out nowheres. A lot of the paint's faded off of it and kind of flaking off because where the sun was hitting it. So, my son being goofy. What color is it? The Baler? It's the same brand as the 77s. That's all I'll tell you.
Baler number 3.
Yeah, I just told him.
Ew, dude.
Can't give that away, Ross. If you're going down to pick up those 277s, I would buy that Baler for you to haul those other ones back for me. So, but you'd have to have enough trailer room to put 3 Balers on. That would be interesting. You'd have to back one on over the top, pull the other one up on, and then the other one could go on the back.
Any questions?
Any questions, anybody? So we got 8 people on. Busy day of driving, guys. Busy day. We're 8:46.
I need a 102-foot trailer.
Oh my gosh. You're impossible, bud. You need a 36-foot trailer would get it done. So, beaver tail or one that could be turned into a flat deck. It doesn't matter. You definitely have a load because those 102 inches wide. No, you'd be good. Narrow still work. That might hang off a little bit off one side, but we can make her fit. Or you could do what I do. Take some tires down, tow it home. I don't know if I'd tow a 77's tandem or not. Both these have motors on them. That'd be tricky. Might get whipping a little bit going down the highway. Look at a tissue, Rachel. A couple more people log in. If you got any questions, let me know, guys. I was talking about some really unique 77 balers in the middle of Virginia. So right off I-81, next to the Pink Cadillac Diner. Through the mountains. Yes, it's actually in a gully between a big creek is where these 2 balers are.
Paul? Larry.
So.
No, we're not going outside.
Does anybody else got any questions? We're gonna wrap it up for the night. As you can see, I'm getting tired.
Boys getting
Driving most of the time. And
rowdy.
Kids are getting a little rowdy. Brian, the Oliver Baler got sold on a silent auction, and it took its ride home. I can't give away the location of it because the gentleman wanted to remain anonymous. He didn't want anybody to know what it brought. All I can tell you is it sent a lot of kids to camp for this summer.
Cut it down 30%.
Yes, they cut down camp a lot for a lot of kids. So
along with our other fundraiser.
So it's all about helping the kids, guys. So yeah, the Baler made it home. The gentleman picked it up Saturday morning. We got him set up with some tires. So well, the rollback, you could get one on the deck and tow one behind it. So the 77 would definitely fit on the deck. And hey Ross, if you follow him out, one rollback, one truck, you can get all 3 of them in one trip. You'd have to line you up a couple spare tires though to make sure you guys had enough tires. The 77 is 4,400 pounds, guys. So, Super 77's heavier. It's got a lot more components in it. It's just built a lot heavier.
We
What?
just got more messages on the Baler phone. Ammo in North Carolina.
Anybody else? And by the way, guys, I am 35 miles north of Bristol, Virginia.
Hey,
Um,
gentle, please.
I am right off of I-80. I'm at a petrol station. So, if anybody wants to meet up for breakfast tomorrow morning, let me know. Shoot a shout out. So, we're heading to Knoxville, Tennessee for tomorrow. Meet a good friend of mine, Brent, Earl Johnson, David Johnson. So, there's my wife, Rachel. You guys got any questions for her? Must be not.
I don't show up.
Anyways, gentlemen, well, God bless you guys all today. I had a great, wonderful day. I see a question pop up.
If y'all weren't so far, I would hook you up with transport.
Oh, thanks, Brian. I appreciate it. I'm finding a lot of balers around and about, guys. I got a really rare one in Kentucky. I've got to get home. It'll probably be the first one I restore once I get back this summer, and it is rare beyond rare. Really grateful that I was able to get a hold of it. So, well, if anybody has any other questions, comments, or concerns, great for you guys joining me again tonight. Hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. So,
Signing off.
Greg's in Kentucky. He says he could probably help. So, all right, Greg, I'll touch base with you tomorrow. Right off 65. I don't know where this is. I'll have to get an address and figure it out. So, I will get an address for tomorrow, Greg, and let you know.
Just send it to me.
So, just send it to Rachel, or she'll figure it out. But, you guys have a wonderful night. God bless you all. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.